Hi y'all, Metaphysical Mama. I'm just gonna do a little reading. Hope everybody's doing okay. Pulled a card from my crystal deck. It's Lavendar Argonite. Don't quote me if I'm not saying it properly. It's a number 37, so a 3 and a 7. Today's the 7th. 7, 7, 16, 17, 18, 1, 8. Today's an 18, 1, 8, 9 day. That's a 3, 7. So it has the vibrations of 3 and 7 and 10. Alpha, Omega, 1, 0. Masculine, feminine, balance. So let's see what it has to say in the book. I'm going to read it aloud. Anyone that has numerology might want to look those numbers up, or angel numbers, or however it may apply. I'm going to say too, please always on my channel, take what resonates and leave the rest. Sometimes it takes some time to digest information, or it just doesn't apply to us, or it just doesn't apply to us in the now moment. So when we get a rise or triggered, it's generally, like lightning or rod. We got, right? Our chord got struck like a guitar chord. So that's when it's important to start to recognize, if we don't already. If you're on my channel, you probably already have that awareness, but if not, that's totally cool too, because we're all different levels of learning about how we all, operate individually, and then having respect for the differentials, right, and variables of others, right, to allow due time and space for ourselves and others to digest all of this information, our children, our friends, our loved ones, again, ourselves, right? If we all take that time, just that little bit, makes a huge difference, rather than allowing something that triggers us, right? We're off to the races like horses, and then they're betting on our heads, making money off of all of our scattered energy, which is the world that swirls outside around us. Our thoughts and our feelings, our Adams and Eves, our, getting into metaphysical speaking, right? Our masculine and feminine, we're just saying 1 and 0. A line is masculine, right? A 0 or a circle or a cipher would represent feminine, or curves, spirals, waves. So just slowing ourselves down, we say, AA term is like, right, putting the bad away. I think it's a term in a lot of different languages. But, we're good at beating ourselves up first and most often. And guilt, instead of just taking the time, right, to go through our shit, so we make sure our side of the street is clean and we're taking care of ourselves. That's the first step. So make sure that, right, we're coming from a balanced position or place, or at least we put effort into it. We're not freaking perfect, so right? So just like every little, right? So we're just becoming aware. It's like kind of doing like test check, like patting ourselves, like, right, do we have all our limbs, or all our thoughts and our feelings contained back into, right? Did we bring them back in, or did we let those first, right, paranoia, those first thoughts of fear, which can be very negative, did we let them go jumping out and forget to bring them back in and let them know that they're safe? That's not the way we're going, right? We have to have control of our vehicle. so to speak, right? That's like, right, I'm head of household. So it's like, wait, come back, hurting. Come back, come back. And then I have to allow more thoughts to come in before I go, right? Jumping out. Because then I've fragmented self. I've scattered self. Then I'm going to be ghosting and not knowing where I left all my pieces. So I was like Cthulhu, or like the bomb or explosion, or right, going with like right, but this is again metaphysical terms and etymology and like different deeper meanings of the words, right? Allowing Satan and the devil and Eve, Adam and Eve, to go running off into an illusion, right? That's my thoughts, my feelings that got triggered, that I allowed, that came shooting out the right side of my temple, or we could say the first responders, or peacock feathers, right? It's fear. So we have to, it's like to allow that, that's like, they like in rabbit ear parenthesis quotes, right? Killing our firstborn. We don't want to go with the first thought necessarily, or the second thought, but we want to acknowledge it, not avoid all of it either. But once we acknowledge it, it kind of dissolves, and then we just, right, allow more fruit to bear on your tree, on our tree. Right, so it's like to, right, we're graced with this time off, so don't allow media and crazy stories of this, that, frick, frack, black, 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 all this crazy crack, rack, 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 frickin' ducks